Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. As you can see, I'm sat in my car. Don't worry, I'm not driving. But I've got a foot health appointment this morning, and I've got here an hour early because I've dropped Jack off at school. And by the time I go back to my house and get ready, it's just too much transferring. I just need to sit still. So this is when I use my Trinny London. And as you can see, I'm in a very red pink mood again today. So I thought I would do a little makeover and show you what I do with my Trinny London stack when I'm in the car. I have an hour to spare and I want to get my face on. So first I'm going to go in with Trinny London's BFF Cream Skin Perfector. And this is an SPF of 30, and I'm using the shade Dark. Now this one, just reminding you, is actually, I find, just as good now as Unisex Healthy Glow, because it's the right shade for me. It used to be, for some strange reason, when Trinny started doing her thing, I was matched to medium, and now I'm matched to dark. So they've kind of tweaked the match to me a little bit since they started up. And I do like this shade. It just gives me a little bit more colour correction than medium. And it will give me a bit of a glow. It'll give me a bit of moisture. And it's just a really good base. So I'll put some around my eyes as well. I didn't sleep well last night, so I need plenty of moisture. And of course, sunscreen with SPF of 30. That's going to do today. It's very foggy here and very cold. Right, that's my BFF cream. I'll be right back. I'll just get on to the next stage. Okay, next I'm using the Bff Serum Distress, and this is for dry skin. They do a matte version, and the matte version is for people with oily skin, but of course my skin is dry, and I'm using the shade, I've forgotten the shade name now. Hold on. Does it say anywhere on here? Surely it says that. I'll have to put the shade name underneath. I will check that out. I think it's Leslie, but I will check that out for you later. Can't see it anywhere on the tube. If you've never bought off Trinny London, you don't have to guess. You go on and you fill out a tool which is called Match to Me, and it's pretty accurate. I have to admit that when I first did it, I was one shade out, but I was matched at Trinny London. But it won't make much of a difference in this serum foundation if you're one shade out. It might do in the Just a Touch concealer. So, and I forgot to do a before photo, so I'll have to do a screenshot of when I started this. Now also, I actually put this around my eyes as well, because again, it's quite moisturising and it's got some nice skincare in it. I'm avoiding going near my neck because I get foundation over all my jackets these days. So I'm just going to avoid it. Hopefully it doesn't look too different. I'm just going to stop around my chin. Right, that is De-stress. Now next I need something a little bit extra under my eyes, so next we're going to do Just a Touch. Now I do have BFF Eye, but I prefer Just a Touch because it's just a little bit more waterproof. It's thicker and it's waterproof. But if you find you like a lighter concealer, then obviously there is a BFF eye that you can get. And I'm using the shade Bex. I can't remember if I just said that. This also is an excellent eye base. Just evening out the eyes. Just dab a bit more around the cheek area. I've definitely got a few bags. So I'm having a get ready with me, chat with me. So I'm not going to be forwarding through a lot of this. I hope you don't mind it being a longer video. What I really hate about being in this car park, my little moan of the day, right, is what I really can't stand. I'm just going to have a look in this light here. Is they've got some disabled bays at the front, which are the wider bays. They're always taken. Now, I don't mind anyone that's got a badge that's entitled to use it. That's fair enough. And there are people that have got a badge. But here's the thing. Every bay in this hospital is free if you've got a disabled badge. Every bay. And what really annoys me is that people come and drop off people that obviously have the badge. And I've seen, by the way, it's not the person driving them that's disabled. I know that may be the case on some occasions. But I've seen them getting out, walking around. They're fine. I mean, I know there's invisible disabilities. But just take my word for it. The majority of people are dropping off the disabled person, right? Now, there is a drop-off point. Because they have like a dialysis thing. There's a drop-off point. They drop them off and then they go and they park in the big, wide disabled bays and sit there reading. And basically take up that bay for somebody like myself, and not just myself. There's other people that are desperately looking for the wider bays because they've got wheelchairs and they're bringing themselves. They don't have anyone to bring them. I just don't understand why these people... They must know that it's free to park anywhere. Drop their relative off that needs to be near. That's fine, whatever. Go and park up in a bay that is not a wide bay. Wait for them and then drive round and pick them up. And leave those bays for people that are driving themselves and, like me, have got a scooter hoist that need the width of a disabled bay. And the reason I say that, by the way, is that if there are 3 bays, wide bays, and I'm parking up, I don't park in the nearest bay to wherever it is I'm going. Because when I wasn't in a scooter, I needed to be as near to the front door. I leave those bays for people that are walking on sticks, because it's harder to walk on sticks than if you're actually in a scooter. I just need the width of the bay. So I think like that. Anyway, there's my moan of the day. Now, what I'm going to do, now I've put on my base. The one thing, I have got some powder, which I will use in a minute. So first of all, I'm going to warm up my face with a bit of Soala. Now, I think now that Trinny suggested a new bronzer for me. But I've still got the old one. This is Soala. So this is a cream bronzer, just to give me a bit of warmth. I'm just looking in this other mirror as well to make sure that I'm blending in properly. You can also use this, and I'm going to actually, you can use this to contour in the eye socket area. Putting a little bit more around the cheek area just to give me a bit of colour. I'm going to take a little bit and I'm just going to do that windscreen wiper with my finger into the eye socket just as a kind of transition shade. So that's the bronzer in Soala. Coming together, isn't it? Now, I've got lots of eye shades and I don't carry them all with me. But this one's really good because it's just a very neutral putty shade, which is actually really eye-opening and goes with anything that I'm wearing. And gives you a really nice... Again, you can use this as a base. This is quite like, in colour, it's quite like the new Charlotte Tilbury Nude Cashmere shade. Just a bit of eye-opening there. Doesn't do a lot, but it just opens your eye a bit. And then I'm going to see what I've got. I've got Strength, and I'm going to use Strength. Now, Strength is another matte shade. I'm going to just put some of that in the outer corner and up into the socket. It's a lovely kind of burgundy, maroony. Again, if we're talking in Charlotte Tilbury mode, it's a bit Walk of Shame-ish. Or Walk of No Shame-ish, I should say. Now see, I've done that eye. And no brushes required, although I do have some Trinny brushes. I didn't bring them with me. I need to get this car kit going, my Trinny car kit, because I have got her little brushes as well. Right, so that's that. And then I'll do a little bit of shimmer. I've got this one here, which is the kind of a burgundy shimmer called Aphrodite, which is this one here. You have to be careful with these and close the pot, because there were a lot of reviews saying they dry up. Now I'm just going to put this on the outer part of my mobile lid. You could also use one of these as a liner if you wanted. That's that. And then I'm going to use my Lash to Brow. So the brow first. I'm just going to look in this mirror. And they're probably all looking at me now and saying, that woman is sitting there waiting for someone. But believe me, I've seen these people get out. They're not like me. They are escorts, people I'm talking about. She's waiting for someone, putting her makeup on. And then this is the mascara. And I nearly said flat line. I'm going to tight line a bit with it, just to give me a bit of definition. This is a lovely formula in terms of being kind to your lashes, but it's not very curling. But I love the fact that you've got your brow and your mascara in one. One less thing to carry around. Now, of course, with this look, I could wear a red lipstick or a pink lipstick. And today, I'm going to wear a pink one because that's what I happen to have in the car. No other reason, says she, and it's not in this bag. Hold on, I'll be right back. Now, today, I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury's Raspberry Dream. And I'm going to use this lip liner, which I love. I got it from Rimmel. And it's so good for those really vivid pinks. And it's such a lovely colour. I love it. It's called Indian Pink. Needs a sharpen, but I'll make do. And actually, I really like this because it doesn't, with this look, because, and with what I'm wearing, because it doesn't, hang on. It doesn't match the pink and it doesn't match the red. It's somewhere in between. So it brings both colours together perfectly. It's a lovely reddy pink and I love it. That's why I love this lipstick so much. I must get myself a second one because if she stops selling this, I'll be so annoyed. And also, I don't have any blush, but when you don't have any blush, just pop a little bit on your cheeks. And smooth it in. Now, as I said, I haven't done any powder, but I do happen to have a powder in my car, which I shall put on now. The only thing I haven't got is highlighter, but I'm not really worried about that because I think this looks quite glowy anyway. It's where I place the powder. I'll be right back in a second. Okay, I've got this. I've always got in my bag. And this is Fenty Beauty. And it's a blotting powder. As you can see, it's been quite well used. It's looking a bit grubby, actually. I should probably give it a clean. But anyway, there is the blotting powder. And then it's got this... You have to buy this separately. But a really handy little brush. Like that. And the brush is magnetic. And it just sticks onto the end of it. Really helpful. It's not the best shaped brush, I have to admit. But it's so convenient that I don't really care. It's sort of... It's more of a... I think more of a contour brush. But it will do. You know I'm not overly fussy about brushes anyway. Just put a little bit down my nose. And there you have it. There is my look. And that took me 15 minutes-ish. Have a lovely day. And thank you for watching. See you all soon. Bye-bye. Mwah.